Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm an intuitive life coach and psychic astrologer. If you're interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you will find all my information. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit the notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. So today's reading starts off with the card of chaos and conflict. And the chaos and conflict card is all about needing to really take a look at all the things that are going on in your life. I feel like there needs to be a change in the wind. I think what is happening here is maybe you have overstayed your welcome in a certain area of life. And whether that means your home life, maybe that means your work life, wherever it is that you're at right now, I do see that you're needing, that the universe is basically causing this chaos and conflict in order for you to make a different decision. And my eye just started to itch. Therefore, it's something that you're not seeing. So I feel like when chaos and conflict comes into our lives, I've told many clients that, you go to a work environment and you're doing really well there, right? And then all of a sudden somebody gets hired that you just cannot get along with. And the next thing you know, your boss starts changing your hours, and then it's just constant. So it happens outside of ourselves, so that we can start maybe deciding that it's time for us to move out. And have hope and faith that everything is going to work out. But the problem is it causes this deep wounding that you pretty much do allow into your life. You allow the chaos and conflict, and then you want to blame other people. But the thing is you've been weighing this up for quite some time on whether or not maybe it's time for you to switch job environments or switch, home environments. Maybe you're not allowed to or able to get along with your roommate anymore. And it's time for you to, maybe look for a new roommate, okay? Maybe it's the same with your romantic relationship or your marriage. Maybe you are in a marriage, and I do see that here, some people becoming single today. And I'm sorry for your loss, but at the same time, it's time for you to move on. The universe is saying that it's time for you to go. It's causing the chaos and conflict so that you can start looking at different decisions, and therefore you can learn how to get vulnerable and move forward. I do want to say that, there are with this, I do see either a home environment or a work environment that someone is walking away from, okay? And they came out like this. So it's all the things that you have invested, your time, your energy, your love. Notice that the cups are not knocked over, all right? They're not knocked over. They're set up very nicely. So with that said, this person has decided that they're going to go out and they're going to go look for the Two of Cups because it only goes to the 10, yeah? So the Two of Cups is two people who actually see eye to eye with one another. Sometimes it's what's not here that is most important and not what's actually in this reading. So I do feel like this person is going out and seeking for something else and having that faith and learning how to be vulnerable so that they can manifest their hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. Now, you do have another card of wishes here that is underneath the Four of Wands. So I do feel like if you have been wanting to leave a work environment, or if you're wanting to leave a partnership or leave your home, I do feel like there is something out there that is going to be a lot better for you, but you have to be willing to go on the journey, okay? Learn how to be vulnerable and go on the journey. You can't go off of all this past heartbreak of, oh, somebody else already hurt me and I can't do that. And do you really want to stay in the conflict that you're already in? Maybe it's really time for you to think about moving elsewhere. So I feel like when you're going on this journey, you don't know where you're headed. You're just going to have faith and use your intuition that where you're headed is a lot better than where you've been. Okay. So I do feel like, I do, this is the only eclipsed moon in the deck here. And so I do feel like could also be a timing card. Like I've said, this is also the fourth house. All right. And the fourth house is all about Cancer. So we do have an eclipse coming up in Cancer on June 21st. So that could be a timing card of when you will be able to either make that move, or you could be making that move today. And, but I feel like, or it could have been the eclipse in Cancer that caused this ruckus and this chaos and conflict for the last 6 months, because we're 5 months into it, almost 6 months. June 21st will be the 6-month mark. So I do see that, which happened, I'm going to say back in January, January and December and January, we had these eclipses, and I think that triggered a lot of this. So I do feel like at the end of the day, there is possibly an offer that could come in. There could be something surprising, because a fish jumping out of a cup is kind of surprising. Yeah. I think that you could be walking towards an apology possibly, or someone who wants to also help you. Okay. I do feel like there is an offer here that, it's a small offer, but I feel like, if you have patience, it can grow. Also, for those of you who are moving out of your homes, I feel like there's somebody out there that can help you. Maybe there's a place that you can stay with a friend or with a family member. I do see that here. Yeah. I feel like you're learning. You're also having to learn something here, okay? I do feel like sometimes the chaos and conflict isn't really worth it. And I made all these little cards, and I'm going to start using these if I can remember to pull them. You need to come from a space of love, okay? That's what these cups are all about, is love. It's coming from a space of unconditional love, and as well as this card as well. And I do feel like for some of you guys, you have been trying to manifest love, and I do feel like you have put your wishes out to the stars. And I do see that, for some of you, that will be coming in. Like I said, I don't see it coming in right this second. I feel like you're needing to walk away from a situation that you're in right now in order for you to manifest that love. So if you're stuck in an environment, if you live at your parents' house and you're trying to manifest love, and you have a toxic relationship with your parents, you don't just get a jump to the top in a happy, healthy, loving bond. You actually have to go through the healing process of, what you're doing with your parents, and then also move out of your parents' house in order for you to be able to manifest what it is that you're looking for. And I mean, that doesn't even just have to be your parents' house. You could be living with a roommate and you're wanting to manifest love, but maybe your roommate is just not the kind of person that you would want to have, that close to your relationship house. You know what I mean? So you need to move on, and do it from a space of love. Everything that we do needs to come from a space of love. Okay. So for those of you who are walking away from a relationship, this is the single lady card right here, and it is showing up underneath the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is that marriage, that happy home, happy, the happiness card, right? Celebrations, marriage, the whole nine. I do see under that, clarifying it, is the Nine of Pentacles. So I do want to say that, some of you guys are walking away because you did find out that you are in a third-party relationship, because this could be also the mistress, the hidden relationship. I do feel like some of you guys, and funny enough, at the bottom of the deck is a new romantic cycle begins. So that has a lot to do with this as well. I do feel like, this could have came as a surprise for some of you that, that you were being cheated on, and I'm so sorry to hear that, especially when I see the Ten of Swords here. There's a big emphasis on my readings lately where I'm tapping into people who are in third-party relationships. I'm shuffling, and this card ends up at the bottom of the deck again. So I do feel like that is a message for all of you, and underneath the deck, it's saying that you need to step out of your comfort zone, okay? I think that your comfort zone has been in this home environment, and you're so used to being here, but you're being asked to walk away, okay? And how that's coming about is through the chaos and conflict. I think that spirit is and the universe is creating this kind of like lighting a fire under your ass to get you to move. A lot of the time you guys become very stubborn and you stay in relationships longer past their expiration date, and you already knew it was time for you to move on. So just do the right thing and get going, all right? Go through the healing process and do what you need to do, because all you're doing is you're making yourself late for the next relationship that is trying to come around. And that's not, like I said, not just romantic. That can be work. That can be family. That can be all different kinds of situationships, okay? And here we go. We've got the peacock. And another thing about the peacock, too, before I read the words on it, the peacock is all about strutting his stuff, thinking he's hot shit. So be mindful of that energy as well, okay? So this says inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. So yeah, after death, there is a rebirth, okay? This is when we become a lot more vulnerable. We come in naked, right? And we usually die with our clothes on. But here we go. So there has been this death, this ending, and with that ending, there needed to be healing and faith, okay? And it was caused by a lot of conflict and probably by somebody or a situation that you were in love with. So I do want to say that, you know, you need to use your inner wisdom as well, okay? And using your intuition and allowing that to guide you. So one last card for you guys. Spirit, please show me 26, 20, what messages, what guidance, what messages, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Finances and career, okay? So like I said, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I do feel like the chaos and conflict, yes, could be coming because of the finances and career. And I think they did a study like years ago. The number one reason for divorce was because of finances and career. It was usually money. And when I'm looking at these two cards, you know, the happy home life, you know, and the marriage and all that, and going to the single lady, and look, there's the pentacles. And a lot of it has to do with finances and career. So for those of you who are also not in a relationship right now, it's because you're needing to get your own stability in order at this time. And I think that that's what you're needing to work on. And if there's somebody that you're interested in right now, they are also working on their finances at this time as well. I do feel like there's chemistry between you and another person. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This could be a business partnership. This could be a romantic relationship, or this could be just a new roommate situation that you want to go and move into. You know, just do it from a space of love, and, you know, and thank your lucky stars that you have a roof over your head and that you have food on the table. There's a lot of people who are a lot less fortunate. So I do feel like, you know, whatever it is that you're needing to learn from this situation, just embrace it. I do feel like, we're all going through a rebirth at this time, especially with the Scorpio full moon, and we just need to embrace what it is that we're going through. You guys, this is it's a test. It's definitely a test. It's a test of your faith, okay? So if there is chaos and conflict going on in your life, look at the bigger picture and see it for what it is. If it's time for you to move on from a job, take that and send it off with love and move on, okay? You guys, this is a beautiful reading today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you again for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. It does mean the world to me. And if you guys are able to, you know, comment, it does help my channel grow when you guys do that, when you like it, when you share it. And I do appreciate it. Anyway, you guys, if this sounds like your story, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you will find my website at thefootstepstopeace.com. Feel free to schedule a session with me, and I look forward to talking with you again tomorrow. Take care.